All right, we got we got the landing gear and the wheels on the FT Simple Storch. It did it in accordance with the build. That's a lot of freaking glue, man. One thing I did do to reinforce the bottom was hot glue piece of thin ply, but it's probably 1/8 inch, just across the bottom there. But it's pretty basic, pretty simple. The wing sits a little high, so I'm gonna have to take some of that glue off there because it was sitting high as is. And I'll show you what I mean in the next video. But for now, what I did to reinforce, I didn't use zip ties like they called for. What I did use was fishing wire. All right, now, oh yeah, see that's a nice little prop gauge. Always take your props off, people, or else this is what's gonna happen. So yeah, I used fishing wire to tie the top part of the gear to the main gear on both sides. If you know how to tie a fishing knot, I mean, I just did a bunch of them, and then I put Gorilla Glue. I know, this is, I said it was according to plan, but it really wasn't. I wanted to reinforce it. He put hot glue. I put this Gorilla Glue, which, according to the label, bonds virtually everything. So I guess we'll virtually see tomorrow once it's all dry. It takes about 24 hours to set. Oh yeah, I put timber tires on here, and I don't know if I showed you in the last video, but a rudder tail wheel that I just so happened to have a bunch of different kinds of wheels. I was gonna put the wheels they actually used in the video on here. I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna try to make this a bush plane, which sucks because on the wing, of course, I said I'm not gonna cut out flaps. I am just gonna do the basic wing with ailerons, not flaperons. Now I'm like, you know what, I really want to cut flaps out. So I reinforced this with tape already, and I'm going to be cutting flaps out of here before first flight. I hear a lot of people saying that their wings folded, so we'll see if that reinforcement works, if the wing strut works in there as according to their plan. But there's my timber, which is never getting landing gear on it again. The fuse has been rebuilt about 25 times. The wings have been rebuilt about 25 times. The cowl, oh my goodness. This cowl has been built about 40 times. I just need to sand it and then repaint it. What I'm going to do is I am going to keep the pontoons on there. I don't know why the hell I'm talking about this in this video, because this is the video of the storage. But I did take the wheels off of there and put them right here, because I'm never putting wheels back on that thing again. I flew it once in the water because I said, you know what? If I'm going to ditch it, this is the plane I want to ditch. It's the plane that's been rebuilt the most. And it tracked straight as an arrow. It did. So I'm keeping the floats on. I added about 100 grams of CG of lead to the nose, and I'm just keeping the. Now that it flies, that's just going to be my water plane. Took the tires, put them on here. So, all right, we're almost done with this build, and like I said, if there's anybody out there that wants a kit build, just drop a line, like, subscribe, drop a line. Let's get this page blowing up. We have a amazing laser, that's been cutting kits for 20 years. But it's been cutting, like I said in the other video, predominantly balsa kits, warbirds, and such. We just started cutting foam, and it's amazing because the cuts are precise, just like on the flight test podcasts. The 50% cuts are precise. The full cuts are precise. We can do whatever, If you have plans drawn up, upload them. Send them to us. I mean, whatever, we can trade. I don't care. We're not in this to make money. We're just trying to get people into the hobby. Like I said, we'll make you a kit for the cost of the phone, which is like $4 and shipping. So we just want to get the word out there. It's easier to build kits that are, cut. I mean, you can cut the lines yourself, but you're playing with angles. You're playing with lining things up, lining stuff up. So I mean. Yeah, just let us know. Like I said, well, we have no problem, especially the first few people that get involved. I'm going to be cutting the kit for, I think, Brian Phillips. If anybody knows him, I give a shout out to him, definitely. He's been an inspiration, getting me back into this hobby after 25 years. Um, yeah, as well as Flight Test. Flight Test 2 has really got me back into this hobby. There's a bunch of people. Randy RC is another guy who's doing extraordinary things with foam board and foam in general. I mean, amazing things. Airliners, Boeing, Airbus, you name it. It's amazing. I really think that this hobby is shifting to foam board and foam in general. I mean, it's hard to get in, but a kit that costs almost $1,000 and takes about 6 months, 8 months to build for your first plane, and that's what we've been cutting for 25 years. So we're switching gears here, Let's, like I said, just drop a line, like, subscribe, and hit me up. I'll get you a kit cut. You can build it, review it, whatever, All right, guys, that's it for this video. Let's let this land here dry. Hopefully it works. If anything, I'll go out and get some zip ties. I don't have any on hand, so I put the bush tires on there. Like I said, I'll show you the finished product of the wing once I have the flaps cut out, and we'll get this thing in the air. All right, let's get this party started. Once again, this is Ross. Drop a line. Just let us know what kit you want cut. We could upload the plans into CAD, cut the kit, send it right out to you. We're not going to charge it for anything but the foam and shipping until we start drawing our own kits up. All right, take it easy, guys. Have a good afternoon. Peace.